Hey, so today I'm going to be talking through my cryptocurrency portfolio. So I've not spoken about this at all on my channel to date, and it's not because I don't have any investments in cryptocurrency. In fact, it was the very first investment that I had made back in 2017, but because cryptocurrency is so volatile, it's so speculative, I'm very cautious of speaking about cryptocurrency on my channel. So I want to put a disclaimer from the beginning that any money that you invest in cryptocurrency, you have to be willing to lose. And I say this not because I don't believe that cryptocurrency will stick around. I actually do believe that it will stick around, but it is at the end of the day still very much speculation. And none of us really know where cryptocurrency is going. So I put that out as a disclaimer from the very beginning that if you decide to invest in cryptocurrency, be very careful, be smart, and don't necessarily jump on the bandwagon just because everyone else is. So before I show you my portfolio, I want to speak about a really important concept that I don't really see being talked about much when it comes to cryptocurrency, and that is to look at the early adopters curve in relation to cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency, I'm not going to go into what it is, the blockchain, all of that. That's not really what this video is about, but we do know that cryptocurrency is a form of technology in a way. And so looking at the early adopters curve and seeing where we are in the curve can be quite helpful for you to figure out whether you are interested in getting in now or whether you rather wait till a later date. So Bitcoin started back in 2009, and if we look at this curve, that would correlate with the innovators. So people who invested in cryptocurrency from the very beginning, so maybe 2009, 10, 11, 12, they would probably be considered innovators. These are tech enthusiasts who generally are willing to take a lot of risk. So these types of people generally have a background of investing. Sometimes they have insider knowledge that the rest of us don't have. So they are a lot more willing to invest in innovative technologies very early on in a product's life cycle. So because they take the largest risk, they do also run the risk of having the biggest losses, but they also have the potential for the biggest rewards. So I would personally say maybe between 2009 and 2012-13, people who invested in Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency were tech enthusiasts or innovators. So that is equivalent to about 2.5% of people. Then we move into the visionaries, which are the early adopters. So these are the types of people who are willing to still take quite a big risk, but there's a bit more information about the technology at this stage. So I would say in terms of cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, this was maybe in the 2013 to the 2017 region. So as I said at the beginning, I invested in Bitcoin at first in 2017. So I would consider myself an early adopter when it comes to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And so I am generally quite happy to take the risk. And so I'll talk about that in terms of my portfolio a bit later, but I would generally say I fall into the early adopter phase of this particular technology. Then we have the early majority, and this is where I think we are now. I think there was another article I had read who also confirmed this is where they think we are now, and this is where 34% of the population would sit. So the early majority at this phase, lots of people, or the vast majority of people, know about cryptocurrency, know about Bitcoin, they've heard about it, they may not know exactly what it is, but it's kind of a word that isn't foreign anymore. So with the early majority, it's still at a phase where it's not fully adopted in society, which is the case for Bitcoin and other altcoins, but it is something that people feel a bit more confident about. It's become a bit of a buzzword. There is enough information online now to do your research to figure it out, and so people feel generally a bit more comfortable to invest in these new technologies. Then we've got the late majority and the laggards. Now, I'm not going to speculate when I think this will happen. I have no idea, but these are the people who are skeptics up until now, maybe, and they're not interested in investing in any Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrencies until it's fully adopted into society. So it's something for them that they're skeptical about, and they will only maybe pick up or get on board with once it is something that you have to be on board with. So hopefully you can see my screen, and I use Coinbase, as I just said, and as you can see, but I am aware that Coinbase generally has higher fees compared to some other platforms. The reason why I still have Coinbase to this day is because I started with it and I don't actually want to do any transfers as of right now. That may change. Also, I find this quite an intuitive and easy app to use. It's simple, I've used it for a long time, I'm used to it. And thirdly, I quite like having my cryptocurrency separate to everything else. So as you can see, Bitcoin is currently at £34,000 and 690 pence, which is crazy. And as you can see by this graph that's shown here, it is obviously at an all-time high right now. Then at the bottom of the screen, you can see how much Bitcoin I personally have, and I currently have 0.02 worth of Bitcoin, which is equivalent to £791. So if I open this up, you can see that I've had a bit of experience with Bitcoin. So I received my first bit of free Bitcoin once I had opened up my Coinbase account, and that was in May 2017, as you can see there. And then I referred someone else and I got some more Bitcoin. And then I bought my first £100 worth of Bitcoin in August 2017. So that was maybe nearly 4 years ago now. And at the time, the Bitcoin was worth £12,000 per coin. So I've summarized exactly what I've bought and sold of Bitcoin so far. So to date, I have bought £598 worth of Bitcoin. I have sold £747.71 of Bitcoin. So I currently have a realized profit, and by realized profit, I mean have actually got that in my hands, of £149.71. So I say all that to show that what I currently have in my Bitcoin account on Coinbase is purely profit. So none of my initial capital that I put into Bitcoin is there. This is just now the profit that I have gained. Now the next coin that I had bought was Ethereum. So I think again, my first Ethereum I had bought in 2017, and I haven't really bought any cryptocurrencies since then, 2018 to be honest. Oh, apart from one, which I'll show you. But generally speaking, 2018 was the last time I had bought any of these cryptocurrencies. So to date, I have bought £173.95 worth of Ethereum. I have sold £418.90. So I have a realized profit of £244.95. So again, this £130 of Ethereum that I have now, none of my original capital that I invested is in there, as that's all been withdrawn. Now XRP is my only cryptocurrency that has failed me so far. So I bought it pretty high. I bought XRP back in 2019. Here it just says received because I bought it on Kraken, I believe, and then I transferred it over to Coinbase. So this was back in May 2019. And at the time when I bought it, it was around £1.50 per XRP or per Ripple. So as you can see, it's gone all the way down to 41 pence currently, but I have not sold any of it. So until it goes up, I'm just going to leave it and let it do its thing. As you can see, it's had a peak of £2.83 and it's really low compared to the peak right now. So I'm just gonna hold on to it until hopefully it goes back up. But this is the only one where my capital is fully left in it and I have not touched it. Bitcoin Cash I received for free from Coinbase. I can't remember why, I thought it was a referral link or something, but it's only £2.26, so it's not much. Then Litecoin. So Litecoin is currently worth £152 per coin. I have 4.5 Litecoins, which is equivalent to £695. This is the one that I have technically bought the most of and sold the most of. You can see that there's been quite a bit of action on this coin. My first buy again was back in 2017, but overall in total, I have bought £2,611 worth of Litecoin, and I have sold £2,615 worth of Litecoin, which leaves me with a realized profit of £3.80. So as you can see, the current £692, Doesn't include any of the money that I put in, so this is kind of just profit at this stage. Then I have Stellar Lumens, and I have £47 worth, which is 126 worth of Stellar. But I actually received this for free from Coinbase for doing some videos, which they don't seem to do anymore, which is quite sad, and I think it's because of the recent boom. But there were some videos that were available on Coinbase that taught you about each of these cryptocurrencies. So if you watched 2 minutes worth of the video, they would give you £2 worth of Stellar Lumen. And so as you can see here, it wasn't £2, it was £1.50. So I received 5 lots of £1.50 of Stellar Lumen, but it's now gone all the way up to being worth £47. And similarly with Compound, this was just from the videos that I watched on Coinbase. So this one was worth a bit more. So I received £2.28 generally per video that I had watched. And then I received £7.59 for referring a family friend. And so now it is worth £67. So this has again really shot up, which is great considering I didn't actually spend a penny to get this Compound. So my total portfolio balance to date is £1,827.42. So overall, I have really benefited from investing in cryptocurrency, and I'm so glad that I learned about it really early on. It really goes to show you that sometimes when you find out things at the beginning before they blow up, you can really reap really good benefits, but it comes with risk. You know, I could have invested in this and lost what I had invested, but that's why I made sure that I never invested more than what I was able to lose. So I never invested something that was going to impact my bills or anything else. It was just kind of extra money, I guess you could say, that I could afford to potentially lose, but thankfully it didn't turn out into a loss, and in fact it's turned out into a big gain. So I would say in terms of cryptocurrency, if you are considering investing in it, there are 4 things to consider. First is to aim to really understand the technology before you invest in cryptocurrency. So whichever crypto it is, whether it's Bitcoin or Litecoin or Stellar or Ripple, whichever coin you're interested in, understand what that coin offers, understand the technology behind it, where it's potentially looking to go, who are the collaborators with it, who are the people that are investing in it. Find out enough about that coin that you feel comfortable to invest in it. Just like any other investment you would make, you wouldn't necessarily just buy shares in a company that you have no idea about. So even though there's a hype around cryptocurrency right now, it's really important that you do your due diligence in order to make sure you understand what it's about. Second, I just want to stress, I would only recommend investing what you're willing or able to lose. So don't invest your bill money or money that you need or someone else needs. Only invest that extra money, maybe a bit of fun money that you just decide to go without one month. Make it so that you're not having to be paranoid if it plummets. Third, I would recommend buying in the dips and not the peaks. So currently we're at a peak. It probably will dip again like it did in 2017. But of course, sometimes it is quite hard to predict whether something's just going to continue to go up or whether it's going to come down again. But generally, when there's a lot of hype around something, as there is right now, probably stay clear, wait for things to calm down again, and you'll see a bit of a dip when you can kind of get in through the door. And fourth, make use of any referral links so that you can get free cryptocurrency. I've put my Coinbase link down below in the description. I'm actually not saying this because I want free cryptocurrency for referring you. Yeah, that's nice. But as you can see, things like Compound and Stellar Lumen, I didn't invest a penny in order to get that. I actually received some from referring, and I also received some from watching the videos. So if there's any opportunity like that you can get some free cryptocurrency, I would highly recommend it because it's not your capital that's gone into that. But overall, my final opinion is that cryptocurrency is here to stay. My opinion, I have no idea what's going to happen, but that's just my opinion. I think it's actually a pretty great technology, and I think it is revolutionizing the world of currency. So that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed seeing into my portfolio and you've enjoyed my insights or my opinions on cryptocurrency. And I really appreciate your time taking to watch this video. Shoot me down a comment below. Let me know what you think about cryptocurrency, whether you're just staying far away or whether you're fully involved. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video real soon.